Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a video on the Everything Tele. It's my main Tele, and I got inspiration from the Everything Axe set from Seymour Duncan. I have on my Strat, which is my backup. So what I did was it has a little 59 in the bridge, a SSL Strat pickup in the middle, and a quarter-pounder Tele neck. So it's got Strat, Tele, and Les Paul, whatever, in there, and I'm going to compare it to each one, and I'm going to get down to how I'm going to do it right now as you're staring at it. All right, so what you got here, like I said before, the little 59, Seymour Duncan SSL, and the quarter-pounder Tele neck, all Seymour Duncan. And basically, from previous videos, you'll know I put on the old bridge, and that helped out on the humbucker here. But the last kind of mod I did is not only did I put on the original bridge, now I put on the no-load tone pot that originally came with it. So it's got a no-load tone pot on it, so you can pretty much go from, it's out of the circuit there, so it's now like it has two 500K pots, because two 500K pots in parallel are 250. And then when you put it in the circuit like that, then it's just like a normal Tele, and then you can use the tone control like normal. So basically what that did was it really brought this to life, and it brought the neck pickup to life too. Like, I used to have just this set with two 500K pots, and this really kind of opened them up, and I think they sound beautiful. Now this pickup is another story. It was perfect before, and now with the pot taken out, when you put it all the way up, it's super bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this with the tone pot out of the circuit in super bright mode to compare to the bridge pickups of the other two single coil guitars. And then I'll take the tone pot into the circuit, and then I'll compare it to the middle pickup on the Strat and whatever. And then I'll basically try to do all three positions on the Strat. The bridge will be this with the tone pot out of the circuit, and the middle will be with the tone pot in the circuit. And then we'll have the in-betweens, and then this will have to go against the Strat neck, which I prefer Tele necks over Strat necks. Come at me, bro. Then on the Les Paul side of things, it'll be this versus the Les Paul bridge, and then I guess it's just going to be the middle position versus these two together, and then this neck versus the Les Paul neck. Maybe I'll roll the tone down a little bit, just darken it up. I don't know. I'll see. I'll get as close as I can. And then on the Tele, I'll use this for the bridge position, since this is pretty much a humbucker. And then I'll use the in-between for the two Tele like this, and then the Tele neck versus the Tele neck, and see how close I can get. I know I'm not comparing apples to apples, but I want to have an Everything Tele, and I think it can do more than the Everything Axe, which will be its next opponent. But first, it's got to get into the gladiatorial ring against the Les Paul, Tele, and Strat. So here we go. it's the next day. I had a tough time recording all that. The GoPro was overheating. I was doing a little experiment, I still am, but I think it's because I moved it up to 60 frames. I wanted it to sync with my OBS, because I noticed when I do OBS and I'm looking at it in a video player, it's fine, but when I import it into DaVinci, it's all stuttering. I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's because I film in 24 frames and OBS is in 60 to match my monitor. And so I filmed this in 60 and I put the footage in and it still was stuttering even though everything was at 60. So I'm just going to put these back to 24 after this, but it was causing the camera to overheat. I could record for 10-15 minutes and then it would just boop, it just turn off. But yeah, from the clips, I think the Everything Tele did really well, and it aped what it could, and what it couldn't I kind of preferred on it anyway, just from listening to all the clips being thrown about. They were scattered around because I had to turn my AC off to record, and it was super hot if you couldn't tell from the sweat, and it was causing this to overheat because also it was at 60 frames. So hopefully it doesn't overheat now. I think it did well, and so I'm very happy with my setup, and I'm going to compare it to the Everything Strat next chance I get, and then maybe I'll do the mini humbuckers versus full-size humbuckers, because I've done mini humbuckers versus stacked single coil humbuckers, so we'll see. But anyway, I have to go. There's so many damn planes flying over. I have to stop every 5 seconds because it just comes through the mics. But yeah, there you go. So hope you enjoyed. You can now see how well an Everything Tele can do. Down below is a link to the new album I put out. It's on all your favorite streaming sites. So if you don't see yours down below in the link, then you could do a search. And I got shirts down there. Not this shirt. This is just a REI shirt, I think. But I got like with the album cover, and I got Department of Rock shirt and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm chilling. Anyway, before another plane comes, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.